Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey. Welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My shoulders are not ashy today, honey. Get into it. Anyway, y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that I have a podcast called Jasmine Gives Bad Advice. You can listen to it on Apple, Spotify, Google. And yeah, check it out. It's really funny. It's sketch and advice based, but don't be trying to take my advice and take me to court, honey, because I said it's bad advice, okay? And y'all know I always love to support Black business, and I'm still on a campaign trail for my cousin who lives in Oklahoma. I think on my Married at First Sight video, I said Arkansas. Honestly, in my head, as a Texan, I always get those two mixed up. I always get those two mixed up, honey. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do, okay? My cousin Joshua Harris Till is running for Congress in Oklahoma. He's only lived there for probably a decade now, probably over a decade, and I still can't get the two right, okay? But anyway, the most important thing is that you click the link in the bio of this video, the description of this video, and donate to his campaign. I don't even care if it's $2. Y'all get my content for free. All I ask y'all to do is support Black business, okay? Support Black politics, okay? And watch these ads.
And do it.
Okay. Anyway, this is Ready to Love. This episode was interesting, okay? I love it when we get to see like friends of the people on the show, because it really tells you a lot about the people on the show. Last week we saw some matching wigs,
girl.
Okay. And this week we get to meet someone, or the ex of the guys, or someone the guys trust a lot. I don't know why you would bring an ex on the show. I would never bring no ex on the show, honey. First of all, I don't have an ex that would ever even come on a show like this.
Ever.
Like I'm like, hey, I'm on Ready to Look. Hello, got child. Baby, all my exes is dead, honey. So first we're gonna start with Randall's ex. I wrote down she's cute. They were together 2 years. She said that Randall wants more than looks. So please tell me what your personal goals are. And the ladies went on about their goals or whatever. I didn't really pay attention, and I should have paid attention though, because the girl said that Kayla talked about her goals. I know she talked about, you know, being an entrepreneur and wanting somebody who could support her or whatever. But the girl said that Trinicia or Trinica, I forget, I don't know what her name is. But she
Pick me. Oh.
Didn't say her. No, the girl, but
what?
Randall's ex said that Jamala didn't say anything about her own personal goals. She only talked about Randall, and that was a red flag. Which that's totally a red flag. If somebody asks you about your personal goals, what does that have to do with his goals? But I also wrote down, what are Randall's goals?
He ain't got none.
Like that's one thing that's one of the things we don't really get into the nitty gritty on this show. We don't really get into true compatibility. All we talk about is past relationships. And that's it. That's literally all they talk about on Ready to Love. What about your goals? What do you want to be doing, you know, in 5 years? Do you have any hobbies? Like,
right.
What do you like to do on the weekend? I want to get to know the people on the show too, so I can determine whether they're compatible for them. That's the whole point of us watching this show. Like, I kind of feel like we never get into that because we don't know what Randall's goals are. He's a fitness trainer. Okay, well, what are you doing to be the best? If you're not the best, or what are you doing to be, like, you know, what's taking your business to the next level? Like, well, you know, where do you want to be in 5 years? If you don't want to be nowhere but where you are right now, then what are your hobbies? What are you doing to, like, feed your creativity? Like, come on, give me something.
They ain't got nothing.
They don't be giving us nothing. But anyway, Kayla said that Jamala can't win Randall the way that she wants to win. I'm like, baby, is this a game? And you mean to tell me Randall the prize? No, I'm not feeling this game, honey. This is a game to you, and Randall is the prize? And you don't think Jamala Juice can win him?
Right.
It's giving Desperado. Anyway, let's move on to Mike and Gerlanda. Gerlanda is a family friend, Mike said, Kayla said, Kayla brushed them edges down when she went to meet Gerlanda, didn't she?
She sure did, honey. They was laid. Well, kinda laid.
Anyway, I wrote down, Mike is too old not to be forward when it comes to relationships. I kind of feel like Mike is beating around the bush. Like, we are adults, Mike. Look the girl that you're interested in. If you're interested in both, look them in the eyes. Why are you looking down? Why are you giggling and playing games? Like, let's be mature adults and say, I like you. This is why I like you. This is why I think that this could work. I like this person. This is why I like them. Like, I feel like Mike is a little bit childish, to be honest. And we saw that he's been childish through the entire season. And I will admit, he has a really good, fun personality. But when it comes to making decisions about who you might want to partner with, this is serious business, Mike. Can you not, like, turn it off and be mature?
He can't.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, neither of these ladies have kids. Kayla don't have kids and Brandy don't have kids. Mike has kids, but does Mike want more kids? I don't think he's ever really talked about it. And that's something they should have talked about at the table. Does Mike want more kids? It's not about, can you be stepmom number 2 or whatever the case is. Does he want more kids? Because these ladies are kidless. Honestly, y'all be thinking synthetic wigs look better than they look. Synthetic wigs are good for work. Synthetic wigs are good for working out. Synthetic wigs are good for running errands. Synthetic wigs are good for the very first day you pull them out of the pack and go to dinner. Synthetic wigs are not for TV. I'm sorry. She on YouTube. She ought to know. Synthetic wigs ain't for the camera. Okay?
Don't shoot me. Shoot the edges, honey. Because them the messenger right there.
Anyway, I wrote down Brandy has more of a genuine connection with Mike and Kayla has more of a physical connection. So I think that Brandy and Mike connect really up here and Kayla and Mike connect in other places. Let's move on. Okay, on to Samson and his ex. I wrote down, oh, so he do like black girls.
Girl, no he don't.
Honestly, I don't think Samson would be on this show if he didn't, honestly. But anyway, Brandy, Sharice, and COVID were on the date with him. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her name, but I know she had COVID. Anyway, Sharice said that she's ready to fight for Samson.
Let's get her a boxing ring.
Girl, you gonna be in the ring by yourself.
Exactly.
Cause who fighting over Sam? Anyway, I wrote down Samson don't want nobody. I honestly do not think that Samson is interested in any of these ladies. Brandy told Samson last episode, and she sort of reiterated it this episode, that she didn't really like the fact that Samson was getting all the ladies gifts. Why not? Why not? And that rubbed Samson the wrong way, because he was like, you know, I was trying to do something cute or whatever, and you got offended by something cute I was trying to do. If I was Samson, I would not have even brought Brandy on this date, because obviously you guys aren't compatible. Brandy's one of my favorite girls on the show, but it gave jealous. Ooh. And how are you gonna be jealous when you just dating somebody like other people? I don't know. I don't really get it. I didn't really like the fact that she shut down the gifts thing, because it's like, baby, worry about you. If you go out on a date with a guy out in the regular world and he goes and he's dating, looking for his partner, and he gets every woman a gift, what's the problem? She wanted to feel special, but now you ought to feel stupid. But anyway,
all kind of gifts make me feel special. I don't know what she looking for.
Samson's ex said that he needs to have someone at his standards, which I found interesting, and he's slow to open up. I think Samson is really closed off until he finds someone that meets his whatever list of things he's looking for, okay? Do I think that any of the women on this show or at this table have all of the things or most of the things that Samson is looking for? No. Do I think that he will settle for Sharice because she chose him or is choosing him in the moment? Absolutely. For the time being on the show, yes, he will. He will settle for Sharice.
100%.
Do I think that out in the real world, Samson would be interested, attracted to, and committed to Sharice? No, I don't. I wrote down Sharice kissing booty. She said, thank you for meeting with us. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate your time. Sharice, cut it out. All right. If he wants you, girl, he's going to be with you. He's going to choose you. Okay. Anyway, Samson said, oh, maybe he won't choose you because Samson said he want to be chose. He said he want a girl to choose him. Anyway, let's move on to Swayze and Ish. I think his friend's name was Ish. I wrote down Ish. I don't remember his name, but maybe it was, yeah, I think it was Ish, right? Anyway, I wrote down that the fact that Swayze's, you know, y'all know if you watch my videos, I'm not a huge fan of Swayze. Just because I think he's a little bit immature. I don't know if he's here looking to really, you know, ready to, anyway. I like Swayze more because Ish is his friend.
Huh?
You really are, like, honestly, not 100%, but the company that you keep are a reflection of you. And Ish said that, and KD was like, no, they're not. Why would you hang out with them then? Obviously, you have something in common. And I think that Ish and Swayze are really level-headed. I can tell they get together and they probably key, but they probably have really awesome, mature conversations as well. The fact that Ish is Swayze's friend made me like Swayze more because Ish seemed very transparent, very honest. You know what I mean? He was getting down to business. He was very mature.
Can you keep that baby down?
And yeah, so, you know, I like Swayze a little bit more now. Now, I wrote down KD came to the date looking fresh and cute. Okay, she had a new hairdo like she always do. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's braid glued to a wig. But anyway, or a hat. But anyway, KD left though. Samson said something very interesting about her that he didn't like. He said that when he talks, she doesn't listen. He said when he talks, she be in her own world, and I can actually see that from her. People like it whenever they're speaking, that you pay attention to them.
But you're not doing it now.
How ironic. Anyway, it's very important that when your partner speaks, you listen and you're engaged in what they're talking about. If you're not engaged and you don't care about what they're talking about, y'all shouldn't be together.
Period. Next.
I wrote down, particularly, that is a man's pet peeve. When you finally get a male organism to open up to you and talk about things that they're interested in and passionate about, and you don't listen and you brush them off, they're not into it. Because it's already, you know, a struggle to get men to open up emotionally. When they do, you don't listen, you're not paying attention to his dreams, goals, passions, conversation. He not into you either then. You know what I mean? And that's how I am. Baby, if I get to talking about something and I'm talking and I'm giggling and kikiing and you're not interested, check.
What can I get you, Jazz?
All right. If I look different, it's because I had to go eat. Anyway. Let's move on to Lauren and LJ. LJ and Lauren. LJ's on the show. Lauren isn't. They said that they ended their relationship earlier this year. It seems like they didn't end their relationship. But anyway, let's keep going. Trinika was on this date along with somebody else. Anyway, I wrote down by LJ. Trinika asked when's the last time they slept together, and she said last month.
She basically said yesterday.
Why don't y'all just get back together? I mean, they was looking at each other like they wanted to be together. And you brought her on the show probably because you want to be with her. Like, just be together. Anyway, let's move on to...
anybody else.
The group date. I don't even know if you can call this a date. Between Mike, Sharice, LJ, and Mike. Oh, no, wait. I don't know why I wrote down Mike twice.
Who was the other person? KD.
Oh, it was between KD, Sharice, LJ, and Mike. I wrote down none of them have connections. Why are they out together? Sharice called KD aggressive because she likes to ask too many questions. Let me rephrase that. She likes to ask too many damn questions. I don't think that makes Katie aggressive. I don't think that most people know what aggressive is. By Katie asking questions, does that put your life or your safety in danger in any way? No. Some of y'all need to learn the word persistent. Okay? When I say he was a bit too persistent when it came to asking me for my number, I said no. Or I can say he was really aggressive. I felt nervous that, you know, my safety may have been in danger. That's the difference between those two. Okay? Anyway, I wrote down, when they were talking, Katie wasn't even looking at Sharice. They started arguing about whether Katie was here to find friends. And Katie was like, I'm not here to find friends. And Sharice was like, well, if you're not here to find friends, why did you text me and tell me you wanted to be a friend? And Katie was like, I lied. I don't want to be a friend. I was playing a game. Okay? I was playing a game. I was moving chess pieces. Well, you know what? You are trash. You're a terrible person. Okay, let me be terrible then. Boo-hoo, let me be terrible. You know, I could slap you silly. I could slap you the next Tuesday. I hate seeing Sharice argue. You argue so boring.
Very boring.
Like Katie, when Katie said, I wrote down Katie don't want to be friends, get over it. And when Sharice called Katie like a big bad wolf or something, I don't know. Katie was like, rawr. I wrote down, that's me, honey. Boo, she's shaking the table. That's me, honey. Anyway, this wasn't even a date. I don't know what this was. In Nephew's Tommy Touch Me, Tease Me Tabernacle, the only thing I wrote down was Swayze don't wear drawers. I thought that was funny. He was like, Swayze, hold on to your drawers. He's always saying something kooky and silly because he's always in a goofy, silly mood, right? And the nephew Tommy was like, Swayze, you better hold on to your drawers this week because it's gonna get funky. And Swayze was like, I don't wear drawers. I don't wear them. And he was like, you don't wear drawers? Anyway, we're down to the elimination, and Samson and COVID went on a date, and Trinika and Mike went on a date. Samson and COVID's date. Samson is starting to give me a little bit. This is how I know Samson doesn't like any of the women. Because when he walked into the date, he told COVID, let me do a spin for you. I said, you turn it into Nephew Tommy. You're not here to play. You're not here to date anybody. You're here to be cute. You're here to be cute and crack jokes. Yeah, that's what you're here to do. He's talking about, do you know what the color yellow is? Symbolic for joy. And you know, the first time I saw you, what were you doing? Is this a quiz?
Okay.
Because I'm not in school, Samson. Okay, if I wanted to go to school, I would go to UCLA and I would take a few classes. All right? Tell me what you brought me here for. Because I know I'm not on your list of women you interested in. Tell me why you brought me here and stop playing with me. Stop doing spins and twirls and being gone with the wind fabulous. And tell me why you brought me here. Okay? Ultimately, COVID was not ready to love. I wrote down why. I wrote down she's kind, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's smiley, she's bubbly, she's friendly. Why isn't she ready to love?
They don't like her again.
Maybe she didn't have any matches here, but she was one of the best catches on the show. Trinika, on the other hand, is a pick me. And she's going to get eliminated either next week or the week after. It's coming, baby. It's coming. She went off on Mike for the feedback he had. He said that, I guess the men tried to say she didn't put in 100%. And she was like, that's a mother lie. That's a lie. And it was a lie. I told y'all that Trinika was a pick me. And at the end of the day, a lot of men do not be picking pick me's. I'm sorry. And I knew that they were going to tell her she's a homeboy. She's a friend. I thought they were going to do her some respect and give her that excuse. But they actually tried to play her and tell her she didn't put in 100% when she was actually choosing everybody on the show. And she put in 110%. And still y'all trying to make excuses about how she didn't do enough. Do you see this? Do you see how this is working out for her? I said it. But anyway, at the end of the day, they said she's ready to love. Okay? I wrote down Trinika didn't allow any of the men to do any work. When she got told she was still ready to love, she hopped up on Mike and put her legs around him. Stop acting like this, Trinika. These men are ready to eliminate you off of the show, and you need to go back and analyze why and stop flirting with everybody. Let them chase after you, babe. But she's not gonna do it because she want to get picked. I don't know why I was so angry at the end, but anyway, that's the end of that. I would love to know who your least and favorite people on the show are, or who you think is most compatible on the show out of everybody. I know it's really difficult because none of them are compatible. But anyway, thank y'all for watching.
Bye.